Thank you for tuning in to the third update on the Jonesport-Beals Bridge Project. Today I'll be showing you how the bridge is being prepared for tubing, which will house the electrical and communication lines underneath the road leading to the bridge structure. Following that, I'll be sharing footage of the first load of bridge beams arriving by barge from Virginia, as well as general information about the barges used by CPM for this project. Here you'll see how the tubing will run from the large square vaults underground down to the road near the Coast Guard station. AD Electrica Sabatis is protecting the tubing with concrete, which will then be buried beneath the roadway. Sargent Materials is providing the concrete, which you'll see being poured here. The concrete is prepared and tested before being brought onto site. The pouring is not allowed to interfere with traffic, so the crew only has a short window to drive onto the bridge, set up, and pour it before it must allow the traffic to go back by. I'd like to take a moment here at the beginning of the video to correct an error from my previous bridge update. CPM has been so gracious to allow me to film and to help me get some fantastic footage of this project, but I mistakenly referred to them as CMP instead of CPM in the voiceover. I want to be clear that Central Maine Power is not building the bridge, but that it is CPM constructors out of Freeport, Maine who are building and overseeing this entire project. I apologize to CPM for my mistake, and I hope that this cleared up any confusion that this may have caused. Back to the project, you'll now see the crew quickly getting set up so they can pour as much as possible before taking the mandatory break to allow traffic back across the old bridge. While the concrete is being poured, the crew works to spread and smooth the surface. A vibrating tool is also used to eliminate voids in the concrete, allowing air to escape. Here you can see along the riprap looking from the water, where AD Electric is working on pouring the concrete and burying the electrical and communication lines. Moving on from the electrical work, you'll now see the preparations going into the bridge beam placement. As the crew grinds the surface so they are completely smooth, you'll see the square structures beside them. Those plates will be moved into place and the bridge beams will rest on top of them. Here you'll see the Southern Star tugboat bringing the bridge beams up the reach, which is the channel of water stretching between Jonesport, Maine and Beals Island. The Southern Star was built in 1966 in Jennings, Louisiana. In 2005, she was repowered with two Cummins KTA 19M4 diesel engines. She is a twin-screw tug rated at 1900 horsepower. The Southern Star is 78.7 feet long and has gone by the names Voyager, Larry J. Hebert, and Mr. Larry in the past. The Southern Star is owned by Intercoastal Marine Tugs of Chesapeake, Virginia. Each of the bridge beams weighs approximately 135,000 pounds, which means with 16 beams, the Southern Star was escorting about 2,160,000 pounds of beams. To get to the cranes and other equipment located on the CPM barges, a lift is used to bring workers from the temporary walkway that has been built underneath the current Jonesport-Beals Bridge. Shortly you will see how the barge is moved, and when it is located too far for the lift to be used, then a boat brings people to and from the barge. This is a closer look at the two CPM push boats. These boats are used to assist the Southern Star as they navigate the beams up the reach. Here is a closer look at the Southern Star tugboat. From here, I was brought down the reach to see two other barges being used by CPM. The barges have a variety of uses and can act as a working storage area for anything they may need on the project. Looking towards where you see the crane, CPM has an additional work area in the Charlie Stevens Creek. Here is another look at one of the CPM push boats as we come back to the bridge. To protect the barges, large tires are placed along the sides as supersized boat fenders. The barges beside the bridge that hold the cranes are called spud barges. Steel shafts hold the barges in place, and those are commonly called spuds, which is where the name comes from. In the final few clips in this video, I will show you how these are moved using the crane to lift each of the spuds. Once high enough, the spud is locked in the elevated position so the crane can move on to the next spud and repeat the process. With the second spud high enough, you'll see the locking process. As the final spud is raised, I want to take a moment to again thank CPM for allowing me to film this project. Their support allows me to get great footage and angles I couldn't get otherwise. Thank you so very much. Finally, you'll see to lower the spuds, the process is repeated in reverse, unlocking the spuds so the crane can lower to the new position. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please subscribe. Subscribing and liking the videos is the best compliment and is a great way to support my channel.